Now, using Facebook and Instagram to market to international countries, it's not that difficult. First of all, you really need to know and understand how to have your Facebook and Instagram marketing set up. You've got to have your business page, you got to have your ad account, and then you have to be able to know how to focus on the areas. More importantly, the advertising needs to make sense for the country that you're marketing to. So there does take some research that you have to do, right? Like what works here in the United States may not work in, let's say, Argentina. So I want to go to Argentina and I want to see what the marketing looks like there. I want to interview some social media marketers that work there. I want to know what advertising works there that will not work here, but it works there. Same thing like if you see advertisements in Japan. Advertisements in Japan are extremely different than the way we advertise here in the United States. So if you're going to create advertising, it has to be attractive to the people of the country and the culture that they're already used to. You need to understand the language and the culture as well, because the last thing you want is to put out an ad that says something that potentially could be offensive to an entire culture. And so, that being said, do the research and study the necessary items before you create your copyright, before you create your video, before you put an ad together. Now, the next piece in putting an ad together is obviously creating video. That's going to be a big piece. Because these folks are not local, they're not going to recognize your logo. It's not going to ride on a bus station or a bus stop or be on a billboard in their local area. The requirement for them to know who you are is to see your face and listen to you. And then you have to come with knowledge, truth, and understanding, transparency, and everything else. Look at this beautiful building going up here in so forth and so on town. Or look at this great Argentinian restaurant that just opened up with amazing churrasco steaks, right? Or look at this great Japanese sushi restaurant that just opened up in this Japanese-based neighborhood, right? And being able to create that so that they understand that they could leave their country, come to the United States, and still feel like they can communicate with the people in the neighborhood. They're going to find food that they're accustomed and used to. They're going to live in an environment that is American. They're going to enjoy the new building or the new home that you help them get into, but they're going to be in a community that's like them. And so putting that message out is going to be very important. Use companies like Fiverr and other companies to help you translate. Even if you know the language and you know how to translate, maybe, just maybe, you may not be well versed in the way it would be written in that country, and that's where that research comes in. But if you found somebody who's a marketing advertiser, social media influencer in those areas, wherever you're trying to market to, then you can get them to review your stuff for a cost and see if there's any changes that they would make, if there's any language or tone that they would change, right? Now, once you put this together, it's the consistency. This is not going to happen overnight. You're not going to create a Facebook or Instagram ad to another country and they're going to go, wow, look at this person. They're amazing, right? No, it's going to be consistency. It's going to be a lot of advertising to them. There's going to be retargeting involved. There's going to be new things involved. There's going to be new conversations involved. And then there's going to be your follow-up. Creating ads to be able to push people to your database to build data with names and phone numbers and email addresses, and then stay communicative with them through drip campaigns that you have created in the language that they speak. All of this matters. This is not an easy task, and it doesn't happen overnight. But as you build it, you will find yourself being the subject matter expert for helping that community come to this community.